are back. The Roots MIA, and we got a special edition, special episode, special night, special everything going on in the building. I'm your host, Jazz Royce. Besides me, my co-host, Smoke. We got Henry in the building. We got Wumble back in the building. We got Joan and the other host across from me. And our special guest of the week, our local legend.
Icon.
Mogul in the making.
Damn tags.
Mr. Multitasking Entrepreneur himself.
Yes,
sir.
Mr. DJ Rashad Taleb.
Hey. Drop that thing one more time.
Hit that.
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
What's up? What up?
This is the first time that I'm in the room with a Haitian sensation celeb. I'm quaking right now. I'm a little sweaty right now.
It's such an honor to have you here, Rashad.
Yes,
This is. I mean, as you can see, man, Rashad brought his Taleb's hookah, which you can follow at Taleb's hookah. Purchase this. This is some real smooth stuff right here, man. He got the turntables with him as well, so you know we about to get into something. Now you got the speakers behind as well. We took a while to set this up, but we here, baby.
Yes, we're here.
And we got it.
Listen.
We got a good night pack for everybody, man. So, man, let's start, man.
Well, listen, we're all. I mean, the viewers don't know, but we're all like friends for many years, and Taleb is one of the. You know, we met through different circumstances in high school, but he was actually one of my first real friends in high school when I was super long hair, emo Jonan. He was like the poppin' kid, and he was one of the first guys to really like take me under like the cool wing, and we would go to Kendall parties. And remember that? You're one of the first guys to do parties in Kendall that were like legitimate parties. Like I remember you would throw like legitimate, like there was like bouncers and stuff. Like you would like pay people, and I remember. And at the end of the day, look, I thought about this. We were all high school kids, right? You know, we would throw parties in like your abuela's backyard. So, You know, I mean, I hope, right? Yeah, but you look like a grown ass man like your whole life, bro.
I mean, I've had the beard. So
all right. So,
but I remember that he had like like obviously there's a whole production right now, but he would throw like legitimate, like, and I remember I was like, man, this guy's like an entrepreneur. See, and very early on, it was evident that was the kind of the path you were going.
That he was going in. The thing with Taleb, you know, and I met him because of my cousin Coombs. Shout out to Coombs. Since I knew him, I'm like, dang, this guy's a freaking like a type of star.
Yes.
He was the high school star. Bro, and he still kept that title and image and only excelled in that image as the years went on. We've been out of high school now for 6 going on 7 years. Oh, no. For those that don't know.
We're old.
And yeah, man.
We're old.
It's been great, man.
Damn, bro.
But we coming up now.
I mean, look, listen.
And I remember back then when you got an Addy and they said, no, yo, Taleb is fucking
Yes, I remember
when you
that.
saw it, they mentioned Taleb. Hey.
I know, but I remember they were like, yo, listen, we have a party, but listen, this ain't no party. This is a Taleb party. You're like,
it's different. It's a game changer.
I'm gonna get my
it's an official shit,
bro. I'm gonna get my freshest, not fade, because at the time it was like a 1 or a 2 was like the cool thing. I'm gonna wear my best J's, my JanSport to match my J's.
Hold on, people wearing JanSports out?
I had my JanSports.
I was rocking the JanSports.
Yeah, we all had that. The JanSport era.
No.
Let me find out you guys were on a dance floor with an empty JanSport.
Yeah, bro.
That was trying to do pin drops and shit.
Yeah. First of all, Smoke, I was at the Taco Bell in the hammocks doing a kickflip in front of my crush. Gave me a look, and she was like, "Oh my god!"
The one right next to the ice cream?
Yes, bro. Come on, bro. Hitting up little.
Right where the car wash is?
Yes, bro. You be doing a kickflip, you bust your ass. Everyone getting in their car wash will laugh at you. But listen,
like, oh,
they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Bobby."
But hey, let's spin it off to my boy Taleb now, because Taleb, we got to start off with, first of all, how you feeling, man? How you feeling, bro?
It is great to be here, man, especially with you guys, man.
Thank you, man.
Honestly, people have asked me to do this before, and I didn't do it. You know, there's just something about the energy. You guys have this energy that is just on point, and that
means a lot
for me. That is everything. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
When you guys got this set up professional. I love it.
Thank you, man. We climbing just like you are, but you on a man. We gotta get into Taleb's story.
Taleb, what happened after high school? Because you went from a pretty popping guy in the local area to now there are turntables with your face.
You got
on
Taleb
them.
with his own name, his face.
Where was the progression from Taleb to this version of
plus your Haiti takeover as well?
And the Saudi Prince kind of thing we got going on.
Oh, so much has gone.
All right, let's go from after diploma day. What happened?
After
where did you go?
Day, I think it started before diploma day. You know, like I would be in class, and I used to DJ. I think what was it like, Mr. Frogs or La Covacha. It was a Thursday. I'd be in class on Friday, and I'm sleeping, and these teachers like, "Yo, what's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Yo, like I can't even say it, but I was working last night."
That's crazy.
I was underage working,
and they won't get that because
it was every Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you were underage at these clubs.
I was underage.
Did they know you were underage?
They didn't
I mean, the
even
beard could
bother,
have fooled
man.
them, right?
Well, that's true. That's true. You had a beard when you were born, bro. I don't know. You had a full beard when we were like
Came in and you were
15.
like, yo, you see me? I'm a freshman, bro.
Dude,
Yeah, I did
you had
have a
a
beard.
full beard when we were. I remember I was like, sorry. You're like, yeah, man, I have like bio homework. I'm like, dude, you're an adult. What are you talking about? but like, my thing is where, like, okay, what came first? Obviously, the DJ. That's your main.
That was his, yeah.
But
That was
where?
his
Okay,
avenue.
so Taleb's hookahs. What happened? What was the?
And we did
progression
get a
of that?
question about that too. Where did that even come from?
Yes.
Ooh, Taleb's hookah, man. Honestly,
Shout out to TI_guys. You know him? You know him? Yeah.
that's the homie. So honestly, this started. I saw something similar, right? But I was already smoking hookah. I was like 15, man. I used
Yeah.
to smoke hookah in the bathroom, hide from my parents. And
Well, dude, the first time
what I'm saying?
I saw hookah
hold on,
was at
hold
your
on.
party.
yeah,
I was
you
like,
know?
what is
You
this?
used to sneak into your bathroom?
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
different
bro. I
level,
would
bro.
smoke
That's
in
a
the
different
bathroom with my boys. We would listen to Mac Miller.
Oh,
R.I.P. Mac Miller. R.I.P.
Oh,
in the bathroom and light up the
R.I.P.
hookah.
to him.
You know, like
Hey, that's funny as shit to just imagine. Just like, because most people going into the hot box,
man.
you know, the little
Nah,
the
that was
marijuana.
our hot
Going in with the
box.
hookah.
That
Said, nah, I
was
got the
hot
hookah, ma.
box.
Yeah, he didn't have the wacky tobacco. He
We
had
didn't
the
even
hookah.
know what we were doing, bro. But we were lighting up the hookah, bro, and that's it.
God damn,
It was
bro.
ripping.
And this
Yeah.
is in 2012, 2011?
Yeah,
Back when it
2012.
wasn't
whole
like
early
a cool
2010s
thing to
decade.
do. You know,
Yeah,
everyone's
back
like,
then
I
it
was
was
in
looked
Haiti
down on.
actually. I was in Haiti at the time.
really?
Yeah.
When-
Whoa.
Wait, I'm
This
sorry.
is like this is freshman year. This is like freshman year.
And that's when you came to the States.
I came after freshman year.
Whoa, okay.
Well, I mean, I did a couple like back and forth before that.
Okay, okay.
You know,
But you never fucking stayed.
but after freshman year,
Okay.
sophomore year, I was in Miami and I stayed.
Okay.
That's it. I was with y'all.
I didn't even know that.
Stayed.
Okay.
That is damn. I'm
Yeah.
just learning this too.
And when you, okay, so you graduate, do you go to college immediately?
I go to college.
Okay. What do you, business administration or something?
I study international business.
Smart. Okay.
Smart.
Study international business. I did, I don't know, what was it, 2 years and I dropped out.
Okay. And at this time, are you still DJing regularly?
I'm still DJing.
Okay. And when,
Still doing the hookahs.
yes. And when did you make your first hookah and how did you go about doing
my first hookah around prom time.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
I don't know. You guys remember the rooftop, the MOVA
Yes.
thing that I did?
Oh my gosh.
What is that?
I did the
I
prom
couldn't go to
party.
that one, bro. I was still
Yep.
under strict
After
parenting.
prom, you were supposed
But
to
I
go
was
to
just
the
looking at
rooftop.
everybody's Instagram
I did
pictures
a
on that
rooftop
shit.
party and I did graduation. I did a graduation party too.
I remember that.
man.
I remember
Something-
seeing.
something like that.
I don't know who you commissioned, but the flyer was pretty. Like I was like, "This is intense,
Wow,
bro."
that's
This is-
2014 days,
Yeah.
man.
Again, but that brings us back to the point that you always were doing productions. When I was on Microsoft Paint trying to like be like, "Come to my house tomorrow,"
Nah,
and you
but,
were like,
Taleb always had it.
graphics.
So-
There was very trendy, things.
So then, with that being said, let's dive even deeper.
Okay.
You are a natural entrepreneur before being an entrepreneur was even a trend,
Yeah.
so to speak. So, and the people that you surround yourself with as well, they are also on the same
That is
path.
true. That is true.
So, is this something that you already had planned in your head from the get go, and it's just now falling into place, or was this a kind of a go with the flow and I guess I'm this now?
Let's say, I mean, music was the first thing.
Mhm.
So I started with the DJing, but I was always into business. In Haiti, actually, when I was young, my parents would make me go to work in downtown.
Really?
So I'd be on the register. I was
Ooh.
young, man. I was,
Wow.
I don't
Working
know,
since
like
young.
9,
Whoa.
10 years old. Yeah, I was on the register already knowing what fake money was. Like, yeah.
When you're spotting you out,
man.
imagine you just
That's like
down
the
there,
Arab
like,
side
Oh,
of me. That's like
man.
the Arab side of me.
bro,
you know?
this is not a 20. This is fake.
This
What's
is-
up?
Yeah, I had to do that. I had to do that.
Bro, I'd be pissed, bro. Imagine a little 9-year-old calling you out.
You're like,
Yeah.
This is fake, bro. And then, nah.
But you do not know how
Oh,
to
here we
count.
go. We're going ethnic now. Here we go. No, listen. But so you were okay. So after you drop out, I'm just so curious because to me the progression is just like.
But I
so-
gotta tell you why I dropped out.
Yes. Why did you drop out?
Dude, I was studying international business and everything I was learning, I was like, yo, I already know this.
Okay. So you're wasting your time.
Because I'm wasting my
That
time.
happened my first semester,
Don't
too.
get it wrong.
Uh-huh.
I tell people go to school.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're not gonna grind, you're gonna go to school.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
First of
You
all,
got
honestly, school is great because you meet a lot of people. That's networking.
That's
the
what I
best
like
part
about it. It's the social
Yeah.
aspect.
That was the best part about it. I loved it actually. Those 2 years I was there, I loved it.
So you get
But
connections.
I started getting busy.
Right. And there is a time where what was
And I think. One more wants to hookah.
I'm sorry. He wants to
Just
try.
say it,
Another
bro,
shout out
you
to
know,
Taleb's
bro.
hookah.
I see mad like gang signs and stuff. I'm like,
He wants
oh,
to.
shit.
He wants to.
He wants that Taleb's
Yeah.
hookah. Whoa.
He wants to. Sorry about that, guys. We wanted Wumba wanted to try some of Taleb's specially
And also get a refill on his J Ray. Shout out to J Ray.
Shout out to Taleb's hookahs. Shout out to DJ Taleb, who's right in front of me, right next to me. Socially distant.
Yeah,
Anyways,
6 feet. 6 feet.
anyways.
6 feet. We support it.
So listen,
I got one. Oh, that's mine.
Fe- Look, listen.
I've been holding my
Here we
hookah
go.
pit. I just, you know what I mean? Keep it at.
Listen, no, man,
Let me
that
pass
hookah
Josh's
is
drink.
hitting. That is the smoothest hitting hookah.
Josh,
that
here's
is
your
like,
drink when your
remember
hands
that
are free.
place? How did you feel about those really shoddy places? What is that place by FIU they closed?
Is it off the hookah? No.
Off something hookah.
I
Hookah
cannot
lounge. Is it
speak
hookah?
bad about those people. Those
Okay.
are my friends.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Hey, yo, Joni,
I'm
come
not-
on,
Yo,
bro.
come on, Jay, man. We are not a spicy show
No.
like that. We are not a spicy show.
I mean, I'm just curious to see how that ties into your thing. You know,
Actually, when I used to go there, I didn't even have my hookahs yet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I built connections with those guys. And it's funny because those guys actually supply me some of the time.
that's cool.
Wow,
Yeah,
so
so
you
they're-
make
they're
good connections
So
with these
we're
people.
we're definitely not going to trash them on the mic right now.
No, we're not
No,
gonna
no,
trash them.
no,
I love
no.
them, but they know my hookahs.
Yeah.
They know, man.
Okay.
They know.
They
know my hookahs are better.
There we go. There we go.
Listen. So okay.
That's fam, but they know.
So you are someone who always had that entrepreneurial mindset. What did you? So you said that you own a lounge in
Haiti.
So how did you get from I DJ and I sell hookahs to I am a owner of a business in another country?
Wow. All right. So basically, I had the opportunity with the venue. So when I saw the venue, it honestly took 2 years for me to get this done because I was
took
here in
2
my
years?
It took 2 years. I was here in Miami. I'm DJing at the clubs. I'm
Yeah.
busy. You know, whatever. I'm doing the hookahs. I'm traveling. Blah blah. And then I'm like, yo, I want to do this lounge, but I want to do it right.
Yes.
So I took my time, honestly, and I'm not yo.
But even building a lounge in 2 years,
That's
that's
what I'm
still
saying.
a crazy
As-
accomplishment,
and-
man.
It is.
You were how old when you started to build this lounge?
I mean, I just finished, so let's say 3 years ago.
Wow.
So you're
about
21.
21, right?
21 years old.
21
yeah,
doing
21.
look, hey, folks
That's
take
amazing.
lessons.
Shout
man.
out
I'm
to
taking
you.
notes right now
Yeah.
mentally.
I'm like,
just hearing this
brother.
stuff.
I'm literally right now like FCAT.
This is it.
Right now.
No, but that's
is
really
that even
impressive,
still a thing?
Rashad. Like this is a guy that found what he wanted to do early on
Yes.
and followed through with it, stayed grounded in it, and now he's starting to branch into different avenues, and that's really impressive. That's something a lot of people, especially younger folks, 18, 19,
Right.
20, that are still trying to figure out what they want to do, they can learn from this.
Yeah, and I think it's an indicator. Like we talk about Jeff and I talk about it, smoke. We all talk, but just not being just like no. But I'm saying being in the school setting is great.
Yeah,
You learn.
yeah.
You meet a lot of people.
Yeah,
right?
because we still in school too.
Yeah,
We're finishing it. We're
gonna
finishing
be Zoom
it. but-
University finishing.
Yeah,
but,
there you go.
But the thing is, like it's the point where you know that like you said, I already know this, and that's where I'm at because I'm a producer for CBS network, and I know that I know this, but I'm just finishing it to finish it.
Just
But-
for the sake of it.
But the fact is, like you were testament to this. You knew what you wanted to do. You got what you needed from that experience, and you left. The diploma does not define your experience. You yourself garnered the information that you needed, and you said, I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to launch myself off. And I think it's not to discredit school or say that you shouldn't, but I'm saying
Yeah.
if you are set like you and you know what you're doing, you can own a club at 21. You can, do this. So I shout out to you, man. That's super.
Yeah,
super great.
and this is the right city for it too, because it's such a, like I was saying in earlier episodes, it's such a close knit city that making connections and knowing the right people, it could take some time, but really it's about like the energy that you give out into the world that comes back to you,
Right.
And that's how I always look at it.
How did you maintain? And I was thinking about this today. How did you keep yourself so grounded? You had the clout when you were so young. How did you keep your mind right?
Man, thankfully, the people that I surround myself with helped with that.
Good.
Honestly, because there was a time that the ego got
Really?
It went
I don't
too high.
blame you,
Yeah,
especially-
it did. I would walk into the club and I'd be like, yo, like, Wombo would know. I would walk into the club like, yo, I own this. You know,
Really?
like
I'd have the same attitude if I was you.
like, you know what I'm
I'm not
saying?
gonna lie.
I mean, obviously,
It's a Gemini. He's a Gemini, bro. You gotta watch
Yeah, I
out.
would walk in there and I'd be
like,
like,
yo.
whoever was spinning, I'd be like, yo, all right,
turn.
well, that's waiting for his
This-
time to go.
The grand
And now the
finale's
show's
about to
go
come.
on.
Yeah,
You know
that was
what
the
I'm saying?
pregame.
It was good. It was good because
Already
it
come up
helped
to
build confidence, you know.
But so was there a point?
gotta-
was there
you
a
gotta
point
level
though,
to it.
where you would
Yeah.
see like a kind of like not a lower level because I don't want to disparage anyone, but like a starting DJ, and you'd be like,
Nah. I
You
was
come on
very,
his shoulder and give him one of those like, hey yo.
you're like, listen, this was cute. Let me go in here real quick.
That's funny that you say that. One time I went to the club with another DJ,
Mm.
right? And there was somebody opening up for him. And I gave him some advice on opening. And he was like, yo, like, why'd you tell him that? And I was like, listen, when I had to learn the hard way.
Right.
I had to
Oh,
get
man.
bitched out by the big DJs. Tell me, yo, why are you playing this hit song? Like, this is top 40. You can't be playing this right now.
Really?
Oh, wow,
You know
there's
what I'm
rules
saying?
to this.
Oh, yeah, there's
I was
rules
about to say.
this.
I was about to
Oh,
say.
I mean,
Wait,
man.
right now things are DJs kind of do whatever they want.
Yeah.
But the real DJs know if you know how to open the club.
Yeah.
You know how to do a main set.
Wow.
You know how to close the club.
Right.
There's
Oh,
different.
man, so there's
you know,
different, like-
there's
I didn't
different
know that.
levels.
I didn't
There's
know that.
closing
Wow.
the club off. There's the main DJ who plays the main hits, which is honestly it is the easiest.
Which makes sense.
You
It's
got
the middle.
You got the best.
You just
time.
gotta keep yourself afloat with the club.
Yeah, you just going. And then the hardest one is closing. That is closing
So-
because you have to keep people into the club. We used to start. He used to come with me. Mombo used to come with me, and they used to
Shout out to
make
Wombo.
me start DJing at 3:30
Yes,
in
yep.
the morning.
Wow.
I'm like, I don't want to do this
This
shift
is the
right now. I do
grind.
not want to do
You're
this shift.
DJing
They're
to
like, yo,
zombies,
It's
bro.
late and
till 5, 6 in
5
the morning. They're
a.m.
like, yo, but you're the
God.
only one that could do it. Like, you're the only one that could keep these people here till
and they
5,
stay- and they were
6
lit.
in the morning.
wow.
You know,
Holy crap.
like, there's a whole different ball game to it. You know,
And-
Holy crap.
When did you? Okay, and this is now that you've talked about opening, closing.
yeah.
What are the times that you flopped? Please tell me a time that you flopped really hard. What happened?
Has
You're
there
gonna
been?
make him
there
expose
was
himself?
the first time I flopped. I was at. Was it? I don't know if it was the Hanger or Therapy.
The
It was one
Hanger.
of them.
Wow,
I think it
wow,
was.
these are
I
some
think it was
throwback
I think
names
it
right
was
here.
Therapy at the time. That club, and I used to walk around with this set, right? But it's a controller. It's called the controller. So it hooks up directly to the laptop, and it's
Yeah.
just one piece.
Okay.
And then they were like, yo, you can't bring this to the club anymore. You need to use these CDJs, $10,000 worth of equipment that I have no idea how to use.
So what we're looking at right now?
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
What we're looking at?
No, this is
Oh, okay.
This is the portables.
Flex
This is
it,
the
flex
a
it.
little
portables.
bit less, a little bit
It's
less.
just the
but this is
portables.
expensive. Yes, it is.
I mean, you got
But-
your face on it, so I mean.
Thank
Hey,
you.
man, we're gonna get a shot on that later on too. That's
Yes.
impressive.
But there's something called a time code. So basically, it was rigging the system with a CD to play whatever you're playing on your laptop. So this track has to be looped. And when it's not looped, it ends, right?
Okay.
Uh huh.
So when it ends, your whole deck stops working.
Oh,
Dude,
Eesh.
this happened to me. I didn't even know what I was doing. I'm like, yo,
mean, the
music
music would
stops in
just
the
stop?
club. Music stops in the club. I don't know what
How,
I'm
do you-
doing.
how old were you?
No.
How old were you when this happened?
We had
Bro, it was like the-
just graduated, like a year after.
Oh
So-
my
so
it's
lord!
exactly like the
About
movie scene.
18,
I'm like 19,
18, 19-year-old
So- so-
celeb.
so
Oh
Probably
lord!
still 18,
So
yeah.
you literally like you felt your heart right. You literally had a stroke.
Look, imagine it. It's
Yeah.
like that scene in Nemo when all the birds turn their heads at one time.
Oh, man.
DJ stops music. Hey, what the
Yeah. It's like the one. It's like
Time
the,
to go home already.
It's like the one deal that you have at a party that gets drunk and like falls over. You know, you're like, oh, bro, come on. Like at
bro.
every family party. Yes.
Get up.
Okay. Please continue.
But I don't regret any of that.
Okay.
All of those it's a learning experience.
But what
Absolutely.
happened? I'm saying what. So
I mean, the music turned off. I turned it off. I turned it on again. Technical difficulties. Hey, what's up? Try to say something crazy. You know, try to get the
smart.
hype.
You have to
You
improvise
gotta hop
and
on the
keep the-
mic and say something. You
Right.
gotta
Keep
get
the crowd hype.
You
Better
gotta
start
keep the
beatboxing
crowd
like-
hype. So
You gotta do that.
you know, so I did that. But you know, you learn over time.
Did
and
people boo you?
Nobody booed me.
Okay.
thank God.
Awesome. That's
Nobody booed me.
awesome.
Nobody
Okay,
booed
so
me.
you're
Cool
good. You're in the
crowd,
safe
cool crowd.
zone.
So-
You're in the
so-
safe zone.
As a DJ, how do you feel about people? How do you feel about other DJs talking on the mic? Like compulsively. They're like, yo, shout out to Stacey.
Yeah, they probably hit it.
shout out to
Hey,
you
yo, shout out
lady.
to my mom. I cleaned the bathroom this morning.
You're like, yo, I didn't need to hear this. How do you, as a DJ, what is the code for that?
Oh man, it gets me angry.
Okay.
It gets me. No, don't get me wrong. You gotta get on the mic.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta hype it
Okay.
up.
Yeah.
there's mic work to it, and you got to know how to hop on the mic too. There's there's
Can't be a silent DJ.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of times I like to just mix. That's my thing. I like to mix. I like transitions. That's I got a big thing for that. When
DJ
you're at the
Taleb.
club, you got to when you're at the club, you got to hop on the mic. But if you hop, if I want to, sometimes I want to dance. Look, this is how I became like kind of so good at what I was doing. I spent most of the time partying, right?
Observing.
Yeah.
Because I would have to DJ at 3 a.m. But I'm not gonna leave my house at 2:30 or 3 a.m. to get over
go
there.
there.
Right.
I went there early. I partied with my friends. We got lit. We're hanging out. We're with the girls.
So you
we're
already,
listening. You know what I'm saying? We're getting the vibe.
Jazz
in his
is
zone.
taking
And-
notes.
He's
and
like,
you're
Fixing
feeling
the
what
collar.
everybody else is feeling.
There's
Yeah.
a feel for it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, oh, this guy's talking. I'm trying to whine with this girl, man, and you out here talking, man. Come on now, man.
We need you back on the table, man. Come on.
why they vexing
What
my
you
man
doing?
style, bro? They trying to talk to you
so-
while you doing your moves.
And on that note, how do you feel about drunk girls or drunk guys? Yo, can you play this song for me?
Oh, man. Shit.
I hate that. I mean, I don't know if you know DJ, not Clever, but there's I forgot his name. Wow, I can't forget. I mean, I have a friend named Louie, and I have people that they DJ at Lucky a lot.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, you can come to the back and just hang out. I am little, so people tower over me at clubs. So I like to hang out with you. If you told me Jonan, come to the back, I'm like, okay. And we go there and drink my little water, my drink, whatever. But there's always a drunk girl like, hey, can you play this song? How do you deal with that? Because I've seen some DJs be extremely rude and just throw water. I'm like, oh my god,
You can't be rude.
water?
You can't be rude.
That's good. That's pretty
gotta
harsh.
see that.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
That was at Space. That was at Space. But Space
I'll
is
be
a
laughing
jungle.
to be honest.
I'll listen to it. I'll listen to whatever your request is
So you'd
because
be
it
like-
might be good.
Okay.
Your request might be good. I mean,
What about those artists?
70% of the chance is not.
You're like this,
But
okay.
I'll listen to it because it might be good. And you might
Yeah.
be right.
You never
because,
know.
I'm focused here. I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
You might throw me a good idea, and I'm like, hey, let me
Try it.
she
Try
kinda
it out.
right.
Okay.
What about those people that come to you like, yo, can you? Everyone's like, hey, yo, can you bump my new track? Right
No.
now?
Does
Did
that
they ever do that
happen?
to you?
Yeah, that would happen.
Oh no.
I knew it.
Oh
That would
no.
happen a lot. That's what I'm like.
But how do you like nicely? Because I know you guys we're all kind of like assholes.
Well,
a little
here's
bit.
the
So
thing.
I'd be like this. I'd be like,
Oh, no, me? I would have been like,
Smoke is the worst one.
I'll play the fake one. I'll be like, hey man, hey yo, for sure, man.
Yo, but
oh, you're going to give him that fake smile just like, yeah, I got you.
Yo, but Jeff be a little scary sometimes, bro. He be manhandling me. I'm like, bro, I'm saying what's up, Jeff. Relax. Okay.
I'm sorry, it's
The
my
roots at my
nature,
is
man.
like my last end. Jeff, no, I'm like, bro, relax, please. Then Smoke is like, hey, what's up? I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah. See, but we balance each other out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Well, I mean,
6'2", 6'4", and
And then you're in between us. Pause.
yeah. But listen, so when has there been
Heavy
someone
pause.
as a DJ that has like aggressively approached you and be like, yo, man, play this song? You're like, dude, relax.
A DJ?
No, like an aggressive patron. That's like,
aggressive
patron.
Oh yeah.
They come back.
I've had
More angry every single time.
Not even come back. There was no leaving. Like if I didn't play it, I was about to get jumped or something.
Oh
So it's just like,
shit!
Play the song.
yeah, play this
You
song.
got it, Bucko.
Like yo, that happened one time, and I had to text the owner of the club, and I'm like, hey,
Oh,
yo,
shit.
this is what's happening. Here's who's in the booth. They already know who's in the booth. Like this is pressuring me
Whoa.
right now.
Yeah.
Bam.
Holy
Security
crap.
comes, tells him something, and then he goes up to me and he's like, hey, you told security something about
You're like,
I'm
hey,
like, I'm the DJ. I'm just doing my job,
what are
man.
you talking about?
I'm
I don't
just
know what
doing
you're
my
talking
job,
about.
man.
I'm like,
Listen.
nah.
yeah.
I don't mind playing an artist's song.
Okay.
Right? But there's different types of songs.
Right.
There's songs you jam out
Exactly.
to in the car.
Yes.
There's songs you smoke to.
Yes.
There's songs you party to, and there's club songs.
Right.
Yes.
If it's a club song, cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But don't give me. Come on, man.
You're gonna
Because
be like,
it'll look bad on you more
It
than
look
on the
bad
artist that
me.
did that.
I get in trouble.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Right.
know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? My job is to keep the party going.
Right.
And if I mess up, then
Do you have another?
That's-
Do you
Imagine
have,
being at the
no
club.
payday.
and-
Like I can leave the club and you'll still be there. Like,
yeah, and
yep,
and
let
has
me
there-
see what's up next.
and
Bro, imagine being at the club and the DJ starts playing like Logic.
that's happened to me. That's happened. That's happened.
exactly.
yo, hey, yo,
they
that
start-
would not work.
It's
No
fire,
offense.
but you
Logic
can't
is
play it in the
cool,
club.
man, but
Like, I'm
not for
trying
the
to hear Logic
clubs.
at the club. You just sitting there, you're like, all right, bro.
What and like for me, it's like there's just so many instances where like your job is very hard. Like I've thought about this, bro. you can literally mess up the entire experience, like with just one, like, oh man, my bad. Like, dude, I drop literally, like, bro, I literally dropped like my comb. I can barely breathe on my own. I can barely put on a shoe by myself. Like, how do you manage
control a party by yourself?
How do you manage exactly? How do you manage to do that?
Don't get me wrong. I sweat, bro. I be sweating when I'm DJing. Like, it'd be 10 minutes in and I'm sweating, bro.
You're like,
people are like, what's going on? I'm
like,
focused.
what's happening? He's in his zone, man. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Nah, but you
Yeah,
dancing. I know you're moving and
that's
everything.
the thing. I mean, there's a lot of DJs. There's a lot of DJs in Miami that are great. There's DJs that know how to scratch better than me. There's DJs that know how to talk on the mic better than me. But the advantage that I have is the energy
Yes.
that I'm bringing to the table.
Yes.
And I feel like you're a very easygoing DJ. Bro, when I went to Space last time, I was like, are you yelling at me? The guy's like, you're having a good time? I'm like, I guess so. Not anymore.
It's like, I'm
Honestly, I feel like I take my energy and I throw it out to the crowd and bring it back and just keep going and going and going.
Yeah,
and I have control.
My gosh, that's
It's
good.
crazy. It's crazy.
Right.
all right.
I mean, I'm getting a little hype right now. You gotta play it.
But you gotta. When you're starting off, you gotta read the crowd.
Right.
You gotta know where you're DJing at. What are they wearing? What type of music do you think they listen to?
What they wear.
You gotta throw in a little here and there of different things and see if they like it. And if they like it, you gotta keep going with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing for me.
Yeah.
I'm playing for you. Because if you have a good time, I'm having a good time.
Yo, shout out
He could be sitting there listening to Rebecca
this is
Black
a real-
Friday, but if y'all are going crazy,
don't play.
I'm just like, bro. Friday.
It could be Sunday and we still singing Friday.
bro, when they ask him after the DJ, yo, why'd you play that, bro? I don't know. They liked it.
Dude, don't, on that note, I was at Basement. Basement is a great.
I wanted to go to base. That's the one with the skating
Dude,
ring, right?
yes,
I never
yes,
been there yet.
Dude,
Hold up,
listen,
put
I
me
got the
on.
plug all over Miami. If y'all want to go out, y'all got to hit me.
Okay, well, let's say
Hey, it's set.
Yes, sir.
After COVID, it's set.
I am taking y'all out.
Oh, we gotta
Yes.
do that. We gotta make that
Listen,
happen, man. We gotta make that
and
happen for sure.
The Roots on the Road. No, listen, we
Roots
can
on the road.
coming soon.
future,
But
in
listen, we went to Basement out for my 22nd birthday. So the parts that I remember, as I preface it by saying that, I was in the back of the DJ booth, and like you said, dude, they played, Misery Business by Paramore?
Yes.
Whoa, whatever
They played
meant
that?
you back. Yeah, and everyone was jamming. People were like, yeah. So DJ put Fall Out Boy. He put
Lady Gaga?
He put no, bro. I mean,
So this became like a whole
Fall Out
alternative.
no,
like,
it
rock
became an
band.
alternative. We were all like headbanging, and then people were like, all right. And then he weaned us off with Nelly, and then Nelly played a
Oh,
set.
is that no matter?
No one, dude.
Oh,
And then the best part about this story is that I met him, didn't know who he was, and I asked.
Well, you met Nelly?
I asked Nelly. I said, "What do you do?" And everyone was laughing, but I remember I was super.
There's no way you asked Nelly.
see my mouth is
I
still
did,
open, like
because I didn't know who he was. So I was like, what do you? People were laughing, and then all of a sudden, he plays a song. Nelly goes up, and I go, "Oh, I know this song," and they're like, "That's Nelly," and I was like, "Oh,
that
cool."
no
And
matter
Did he
then-
answer you though? Did he tell you?
yeah, he's super. Shout out to Nelly. He's
out to
super nice.
Nelly.
Shout out to Nelly, man. You
super
don't know.
nice.
You gonna know it soon.
And that's back when I was like even shorter and even skinnier. So the dude was like, he was
still like
he's a big
vibing?
dude.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
like
he
he was
is
like
a
a big dude, and I was like, oh, like
He doesn't have the Band-Aid on his face
super.
no more, huh?
No, that's why I didn't recognize
I
him. It
don't
was
think
a
he actually
Band-Aid.
wore it,
It
like,
was a
all the
Band-Aid.
time.
Yeah,
No,
it
but
was
he was extremely nice, like super cordial, like super like, oh, man, I'm an artist and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's super great. I'd love to hear some of your music. And then he goes up, and I was like, you know what I mean? But he's super nice. But the point is this: look,
Bro, thank God I wasn't there. I
That's-
would have fired
that's
you.
this was
I would've fired you.
as you can see, this was before the Roots and I linked up. This is a
Hey.
pre-Roots moment. But
got you.
It's okay,
Jonas
bro.
leveled up. He's
It is
expanded his
okay.
taste.
Well,
He's
we're here,
expanded
You
baby.
know what? I'm sure he enjoyed that.
you think so?
I'm sure he liked that. Yes.
Because he likes to be like treated like a human.
He wants to be human.
He's trying to be accustomed to
Definitely,
social
of
treating him
course,
like a
man.
star and
Too
bigging
much
him
of
and-
that. Oh my God, it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like an outcast in a
Yeah.
way, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
and like in Haiti, so I was really curious about this. Shout out to your Haitian, fans and your
Yeah,
Haitian
shout-
people.
A lot of them.
Yep.
But you said this. You said being in Miami, you got to gauge what everyone's wearing, how they are. How do you play a set for Miami clubs and then Haitian clubs? What does that kind of look like?
Haitian clubs is fun because
Yeah?
there's a genre.
Uh-huh.
It's called Rabodai.
Okay.
Rabodai.
Inform
All
us.
right?
Have not heard of that.
Rabodai. It is, bro. It is these guys, bro. Honestly, these producers are just genius.
And I don't want to.
They're taking songs that we know
Mm-hmm.
and they're putting Caribbean, African beats behind
Oh,
it.
shit.
And I don't want to step on your
African
toes,
beat
but is
with
this what
you.
kind of
Real.
Drake is trying to do? Is that what that is the kind of
No,
little,
Drake does everything.
is that
Drake-
but is that what he's trying to like hit, or is that a different?
Drake is genius.
Okay,
No
okay.
matter. Drake is genius.
The 2 new tracks he dropped today.
Yo,
He dropped 2 new tracks today.
Yeah,
Yes.
with DJ
Look,
Khaled.
look, you see the hat, bro? Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he's a genius.
We gotta get into
Drake
the
is smart.
Genius.
You know,
But-
I know he's hitting. He's already hit an Afro beat with I forgot
Sway
who it
Lee.
was.
It's a Sway Lee.
No,
No?
there's another one.
He made another one?
Did he
Yeah,
make a?
I know that genre is what's blowing up low key right now because that vibe is different.
Didn't
It's
he
a
make like
different vibe.
Blam or something very like do like and I was like,
Exactly. So,
Blam? Yeah, yeah.
exactly. So you gotta hit every
whole
market,
album's
man.
fire.
You gotta please the crowd, man. You're pleasing the people. It's not about yourself. He did his thing, you know, with the Take Care album.
In the
That's
beginning,
it.
that was
That's-
him.
That's him. But you gotta please everybody.
you think that's actually
Think about it,
Drake?
yo, he hits
It's more of a
everything.
business move.
Yes, sir.
You think that's actually Drake?
What, Take Care?
I got into Drake in
think so.
Take
2014.
Care is Drake.
I was in Drake
That's
from
Drake.
2009,
That's
man.
But if
That's
you're
where Drake
I went to
came
his
from.
concert in 2010, man.
Whoa.
That Thank Me Later
That's
concert that was down
early,
here.
damn. That's
That's
early
Drake.
Drake.
but
Fall
so,
2010, man.
so
He's
you
a tall guy.
You guys you guys think what's tall to you? Jeez. No, but I'm saying like so you think because for me I got into Drake the day he dropped. If you're reading this, it's too late. I got into him, but you don't think that's Drake. You think Drake is like
That's when I shifted from Drake.
Yeah,
Bro, that was
Drake.
bro, that was a
That's
throwaway.
Drake, but he's so talented, bro.
Yeah, Drake is a good art. He's an overall
I don't care
good
what,
artist.
Exactly.
I wouldn't
don't
call
care
him a
what
rapper. I
anybody
wouldn't call him a
says,
singer. He's an
bro.
artist.
He's fire.
He's an artist.
So have you brushed shoulders with people at level like the Drake level yet, or you can?
Oh, you've been around, Taleb. Let's hear the stories.
What do you mean, though?
Let's hear the
like
stories.
like have you kind of been in the same presence as them and been like, wait a minute, I'm popping, but these guys are pop.
Or even like a Yes Jules type of thing going.
Yeah, I've been around those people. But you have to be humble, man. Like,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm not gonna fan over them. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
no.
I want to
'Cause they're human beings
I've
as
been
well.
close with a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? Like Zoe Dollars.
Oh,
Yo, that's the homie. Very humble, man. This is
Where you at? We
He's
need
a
music,
big
man.
artist, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like, yo, this guy is dope.
Kodak.
Kodak, I haven't met yet.
Okay.
I gotta meet through Brandon, bro. Brandon Takeover. You know
Brandon
what I'm saying?
Takeover.
Oh, shout out to
Hey,
Brandon
shout out to
Takeover.
Brandon Takeover right now. All the artists.
You
man.
shut up, bro.
Yo.
That guy be,
Shout out to
yo, he's
Brandon
living
Takeover.
life.
Can
He's
I
living
get a
yeah.
siren for Brandon Takeover?
Shout out to Brandon
Take him on, bro.
You
Gotta
know
get him
what?
on.
You know what? It's funny. I got into the clubs because of him, because we used to do the house parties. He started the house party thing. I got into it a little bit after, but I was DJing at his house party.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
they haven't done house
This
parties
guy-
since then like that.
Went
Yeah.
into the club scene and hit me up. He's like, "Yo, my boy, you ready?" I was like, "Let's go." And
Some next
that's
level
how the
shit
club thing
now.
started. How the club thing- and we were young, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We were young. I was still in high
Like
school.
teenagers.
Frogs was what?
I was still in high school.
Like what,
That's
16,
senior year.
Frogs was
16,
funny, bro.
17?
Wait, guys, is Frog still around?
Nah.
No.
Senior
I doubt
Frogs,
it.
whatever
I
it's
doubt
called.
it.
I think all
There
the
is
popping
Mr.
clubs in high
Frogs,
school
but
was
that's something else.
out.
The same bar.
That's wild. Well, I mean, I
We're
It was a
old.
cool experience.
that's why you just made me feel you made me have like a
old.
flashback. I was like,
We're
Bro,
old.
Yeah.
What was
Getting old.
what was the place with the smoothies that had alcohols in it? It was right there, like across the street.
Cena Bistro. I'm kidding.
No. What? I'm gonna be like,
I
bro,
love Cena
Ring
Bistro.
around, buddy.
I love Cena Bistro. I'll
Hey,
take
I
it.
wanna go
see,
to
no.
Perfect
I
date
need
spot, man.
Another code for the chocolate. I know you got it right there. Bro.
Shout out to
Let's go.
wait, hold on,
Shout
I'm
out to
sorry.
Taleb's
Shout out
hookah,
Taleb's hookahs, man.
God,
The
hookah
hookah
needs a
it's
quick
keeping
tune-up,
us good.
tune-up.
Shout out to Taleb's
Hey,
hookah, keeping
this
us
hookah
afloat
right here,
the
man.
whole
I
show.
just made it for the roots right now.
Hey, give me a little
man.
break.
Yo, shout out to Rashad, man.
see the process.
Golly.
Come on, bro.
And we see the process of how the hookahs made. Shout out to One More right now. Back in the building
Hey.
again.
Hey,
Yes,
One
sir. Yes,
More.
sir.
Yeah.
Getting the hookah set, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love him.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen. No roaches today, by the way.
No roaches,
That was
man.
a
We just
one-time
got
thing.
Cole,
Did you
hookah,
see
and
what
J Ray, and
happened?
turntables.
We had an artist
Alright, look.
here.
We had
Where's
a-
the tongues at?
Look,
Right
let
here,
me just
right
say
here.
it now, yo.
There
That
we
was a
go.
one-time thing. Like, there's never.
Okay,
any,
What's
like,
the
roaches
roach thing?
here.
Okay, listen. This is what
What
happened.
type of roaches?
Wait. I want to talk about
Cockroaches
this.
or
Bro.
roaches?
Jeff,
Cockroaches.
It was a big
Cockroaches?
Caribbean style roach.
Yo,
you
one
know
of
what I'm
those, like, you
talking
look at it
about?
like bomba. No. Bomba bro.
That's the bomba roach right there.
You see a roach right now.
It was like one of those.
listen.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust her right now.
Listen.
Boss me
I'm gonna
foot
explain
on the
something
road.
to you, Jeff. We're gonna talk about this. Look,
Okay.
I'm little.
Bro,
I'm swole.
Okay.
When I saw that roach, none of that mattered. None of that mattered.
Hey, the roach won the fight.
I'm sorry. I don't want to get off course, but this is now, I think, like the third time he's done this with videos with us.
I just think
Why do you like to try to flex, bro? Like,
Because,
you took
listen,
your jacket off.
As you can see, I'm wearing a baggy shirt. He got a hood.
The point is this. Look, I just want my dad to accept me. I'm sorry. That's not that kind of podcast. That's not that kind of.
Hey, yo, this could be whatever podcast you want.
Shout out to my dad, bro. Hey, I haven't seen him in 23 years.
This
I
could
love
be
you, Dad.
Dr. Phil,
You
man.
went to go to Sedano's once, never came
whoa.
back. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa. I'm kidding.
This
Shout out
could
to
be
my
Dr. Phil,
shout out to
man.
my dad though. He's at the crib. He's chilling. Anyways, look.
Okay,
the point is,
Hey, it's on the back.
I'm like, yo, this about to be
Yo,
Dr. Phil, man.
You were messing with
Dr.
us?
Kendall Phil.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I was ready to adopt you.
Oh,
Shout out to TJ, bro.
Hey,
TJ.
Hey, honestly, I'm down to adopt a kid though.
Really?
Yeah, you ready?
I'm
Oh,
down.
let's
Yes,
get into
he-
some
I'm
shit now.
I'm
So,
cool with that.
Okay.
so that means
You're
if
ready
you were
for-
if you were to come across a baddie and she got a kid,
dime.
it wouldn't really bother you like that.
That's a really good
I mean,
question.
look, at
There's-
first I'd
there's-
probably be like, but if I do love the person, then
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, but if we adopt the kid together,
Yeah,
That's
I'd
way
be
more
meaningful
meaningful
because you both start at the same
Yeah,
time.
like I'm grinding now. I want 5 kids. Don't get. I'm working
Oh,
for this
say,
money.
say.
I want a big house,
got-
5 kids. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
he's out playing,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
So what's your
Smoking
ideal
ice.
lifestyle once Taleb is in all that? You're in the Kendall headlines, you're in the Haiti headlines.
Yeah.
But when you're in the country headlines, what type of lifestyle do you have in mind for yourself, like housing wise and things like that? Let's get material with the shits, man. You're a humble guy, so we gotta let you flex a bit, man.
I'm not too materialistic, but I do want
Has
a
a
big
BMW.
house.
Okay.
Bro, why you trying to
It's
like,
a
yo?
lease, man.
It's a
Damn,
super
bro.
nice one though.
You have to like
Hey,
post form. Like,
Well, I'm just saying he's got a really nice. I'm just kidding though.
Hey,
Look, I'll tell you my all-time favorite car. It's a Porsche.
Okay.
oh.
That's
you
my
are a
next car.
Porsche guy,
I
and he's a
am-
Porsche guy. He got the
love
Porsche hat
Porsche.
on right now. Shout out to Henry, the director.
That's my next car, hands down.
With the Porsche.
I'm getting a
Over
Porsche.
Mercedes?
I'm getting a Porsche and I'm getting a pickup truck.
You want a
'cause I need
two-door or
pickup
you
truck.
want a Panamera?
Man, I want a 2-door.
Good.
The
I do
911?
want a 911.
Well, with 5
Panamera.
kids, you
I
need that
see
truck. You need that
But
truck
you
with 5
need the
kids.
truck. I
Yeah,
mean, I need
just
the
the
truck for
Bentayga.
my toys right now. No, when you have the kids, you get the minivan. Remember in high school, the minivan?
I was about to tell you that.
You guys remember the
I
minivan?
do. I didn't-
The Kendrick
Dude, the
minivan?
minivan.
Look, talk about
The
space.
talk about humble beginnings.
Kendrick
When-
had the green one. He had the silver one.
Yes, when I met him, you know, I know that we've leveled up and we've tiered up and we've been blessed with
Yes.
a lot of things, and thank God for that. Shout out to God. But listen, when I met you. I remember that you were setting up. I had come super early to one of your house parties. You were setting up, and I remember you were in this like super old beat up minivan, and I was like, what's going on?
But back then, that's still the shit. You had a car in high school.
Let
You had
me
shit.
tell you.
But that minivan,
Facts.
but you went from that obviously to the BMW, which is a huge level up. But I'm saying,
Yeah,
dude,
man, whipping foreigns now.
yeah, bro. But I'm saying
What?
like humble beginnings, bro. You came from that's humble, man. I mean,
If I could go back to the minivan, I would, man. Yeah. Listen, the minivan, we would go. I mean, times have changed, but we would go from house party.
Yeah.
Oh, this house party got raided. It's all good. Everybody hop in the minivan. We're
Oh, it was the party van.
Hop in the
Minivan.
next Addy.
Celeb's party
How many
van.
people would you
That's
put
what
in
it
that
was.
thing?
We'd have so many people that it would be scraping on the speed bumps. We're hitting speed bumps like a 1987.
We're talking about double
Honda
lapping, bro.
Civic. You know what I'm saying? We're
Fully slammed.
We're scraping, bro.
No
I
coils
swear.
left.
You have to get out the van so he can get over the speed
No,
bump.
no, no.
Look at one more. He's like, oh,
He's
Jesus
like, bro,
Christ,
bro. You're literally he was driving that minivan like a slammed Honda Civic in the hammocks. Like he was like, sorry guys,
I
no.
feel so bad for that minivan, bro.
What happened to
I
it?
put so many miles on it.
What happened to it?
Bro, that
The
van was
engine
legendary.
This guy
just
destroyed.
died.
The engine went
Just
out.
died. We had to get rid of it.
You're
bro.
like your parents are
It
like
ran his course.
your parents are like Taleb. You have a business in another country, and this car has 900,000 miles. Let it go.
It broke my heart because I wanted to put some rims on there, some spinners, some lights under it. Trust me,
Yes.
the mini.
Damn, yo, that's an
crying.
exhibit.
You
You
was-
was caravan
You're gonna
right
look
there.
like, you're gonna
Pimp
look like
my
that golf cart
ride.
thing that goes
Pimp
down
my
Biscayne
van.
with the lights.
Yes, the tour. We're about to do
Yes.
tours with the minivan.
Bro, you wanted
You'd be ahead of the time. So
What has me sent is that the fact that you want to put little like imagine you in this loud ass minivan with fucking speakers and you're just like little
Spinners.
Back windows vibrating.
Like,
Big
bro,
24s
elite-
on the minivan.
bro 95%
11 people
since,
lapped up.
Bro, you don't even know. I wanted to have like the Step Up, you know, the movie.
Yeah.
Step Up. That is, bro,
Oh my
that is mine.
gosh.
That's my shit right there. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to pop the trunk and have the DJ set come out, like, you know what I'm saying?
You wanted to
Like,
turn the
I
minivan
wanted
into a
that.
Sprinter.
I wanted to, yes.
Sound
I
like
wanted
some,
to
like,
pull out.
smoke not you smoke I'm saying
Oh, I'm about to say,
smoke
what's up?
machine smoke machine in the car wherever you pull up you're like sorry
Looking like Birdman.
yeah you're like exactly
car.
exactly
Always clown
Doing your
car.
hand rub as you get out the door. Like,
yeah
We'll
you're
throw
like
some pigeons out too. Just
what's
like
going on?
they're like is this a Honda you're like don't worry about it
We about to get into it.
Yeah.
though.
Hey,
That's
I
what
had
you
a
got.
Nissan Quest.
Yeah, get it right. Get it right.
Oh.
Get it right. Yeah, don't disrespect
Door,
the
I
van.
would push the button and the door would just open.
Do
Oh,
they-
he got the good
do
question.
they even make Nissan Quest anymore?
They do. They're a little boxy right now, but I have.
No, hey, yo.
No,
I
they
see.
are.
It is.
They're
And
nice,
that's the
though.
They're
future
nice.
trend
They
of the
are
vehicles
nice.
now.
They are nice.
They're big now.
I had the TV and everything.
Yo, forget about the Nissan Quest.
Watching
Bro.
movies.
You had
Bro,
TVs?
forget about the pickup truck. Just get a new Nissan Quest, bro.
I might
Live your
get a
dream,
Nissan
bro.
Quest.
Live your dream.
I might get
Right.
a Nissan Quest.
Who's up to
Hey,
the-
you
to the
save more
thing?
money.
Hey, so-
It'll last you longer.
That's true.
I used to drift the Nissan Quest.
Oh
doing
my
too much.
gosh.
Why would you? Okay, wait.
All the way in the back is what it was.
Well, why would
Would kick
you?
out.
Why? How and why? Please explain to me that.
How? I'll tell you how. Why? I cannot explain.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
How did you drift
How,
it?
Right there on 120th, before you hit the dog park.
So you were.
Oh
just-
my
okay.
gosh.
hit the gas and just whip that thing, boy. And it was funny because I would take the corner with my cousin, and you just see a minivan going. And I'm watching everybody in the corner looking at me like, "What is this guy doing, bro?" Like,
no.
rest in
can't be
peace to the
doing that.
Nissan Quest. man. Rest in
Yeah, that man beat the shit out of it, literally. You know what I mean, man?
Rest in peace.
It served its purpose.
You're drifting in a residential.
I would drift it, yeah.
In front of a dog park. Even the dogs are like, God damn, that's a Nissan Quest doing that shit. Roof, bro.
They're looking at the other Nissan Quest owner like, you don't do this.
You know, yeah, well, their owner has a Nissan like, bruh, what you ain't doing that for?
Bro, people should.
Yeah, and that's some real shit though.
It
Till
is-
I
it
ain't gonna
is- it
lie,
really
bro.
is, man. Yeah,
People are trying to literally go back their death.
Yo, hey.
But it's the best thing because you're not gonna get pulled over.
That's
You
what
know
I'm about
what
to
I'm
tell you. Yo,
saying?
you're the
You're not gonna
low-key
get-
guy, bro.
You
Boy.
were drifting. Do I look like I was drifting, my
Like,
friend?
yo, he was in a hurry for a soccer game. Don't worry about
It
it.
is not me.
Put a baby seat in the back. They'll get off your
Bro,
tail.
you should,
He
did
was
you
like
get
a
a little
little
sticker that said baby on board? Oh, you would have gotten away.
With the DJ one, the little hood, the
I
little
might
baby
have
on
had
board.
that. I might have had that
You get
because my
away with
little
that shit.
sister
Oh my
was young.
God.
I might have had that. Yeah, I might have had that.
Bro, those baby on board ones, you look at it like, I'm not going to tell
Bro,
you to do
and
it.
if the cop stops you, you're like, my bad, bro.
Never got stopped with that car.
You're like,
Never,
You
no, I
see?
never
Yo.
got stopped with that car. Never.
the cop is like,
You want to get away with speeding and drifting?
You're
Get
like-
a Nissan
you're
Quest.
like-
Get a Nissan Quest.
you're like, you're
You
like,
can complete your quest. You saw what I said there? All right.
I
listen,
said, okay, smoke.
I'm not around.
listen, you whip that, and the cop is like, what were you doing? You're like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. I hit the gas instead of the brake. Oh, don't worry about it, bro. Dude, I'm sorry. I haven't, listen, man, shout out to you, bro. I laughed that hard. You guys have never seen me laugh that hard.
No, I'm not going to lie. I haven't seen him laugh like this.
Yeah, he had to take his
I
glasses
didn't know
off.
minivans drifting would
Bro,
like
I
kill
like
you.
that.
I love it too, bro. Something about
Listen.
minivans and drifting. I
Bro,
said, it killed you.
It's just, there's just something so pure about
Kendrick
this.
was taking notes.
I just, like, literally.
I
no.
was drifting in the minivan.
Hey.
He was really whipping it.
Yeah,
literally.
bro. No, man. I mean, listen. It's super cool, man. That like you stepped into like I mean, we had to kind of shoot a little bit later today, and it's super great that you obviously since you're a DJ, you've been in every single scenario.
But like, you still comply and like
Yeah.
you still like went with it.
Yeah,
Very
So,
easy going.
listen,
gotta
man.
cope with it. I put my word into it. I'm a man of my word, so I said
Yes.
I'll be there.
as
Yes.
someone who when I was like emo and I was not super like like people were kind of there he goes, he's laughing. No, when someone was,
Don't
no,
know. Hey, give him one of them tips right there.
yeah, give me one of those.
Coronavirus. Yeah.
Yo, but listen.
We
When,
don't
Yeah,
accept that. Yo,
yeah,
give me the
double
spray. Give me
tips.
the spray. too.
Pause.
when,
Tip it.
Double tip
Hey,
it.
there you go.
Actually,
Hey,
no pause.
daily
No
reminder,
pause.
Double
Resume.
tip. Always
Wrap
double
it
tip.
up.
All right.
Always.
but I remember when
Oh,
people
yeah.
were not super.
Quadruple tip.
But, hey, I like that.
Wow. All right, my bad.
But listen. No, I remember back to our lifetime moment.
Okay.
I remember when people were like, "Oh, you're weird" and whatever. You were like the first person to take me into the scene, man. So I super appreciate it, man.
Yeah, and for those that don't know Rashad personally, we could tell you firsthand. as up class as he is with the DJing and the hookah brands and
Nissan
all of
Quest.
that, and the Nissan Quest,
Nissan
he is a
Quest, of
very
course.
down to earth guy. Like he is he's just one of the boys, man. Like, and you know, and it's so cool that you can still
He'll
maintain
hear
that
your music
persona
request out.
despite like you have such a good image.
Yeah.
Like such a high profile image. To us, it's like, yo,
Dude,
this man's up there.
That's been my focus, man. Honestly, like reputation has been so big. I've had exes be like, "Oh, you care about your rep so much." Blah blah blah. I'm like, yes,
Damn
I
right.
do.
Yeah.
I
Your
really
business.
do.
Yes, sir.
I really
You
do.
got to. I respect
you know
that
what I'm
100%.
That
Hell
is-
yeah.
That is your brand.
That's how you gotta be.
That is the brand.
If the girls don't respect it, they're not meant to be in your life. They're not
Period.
meant for that
Bye-bye.
path that you're headed out.
Period.
Exactly.
Retweet.
They can sing with the ordinary dudes.
Yeah, man. And I think it's crazy that your image is how you market yourself. When
Yeah.
a club owner checks you out, they're gonna check out your music and they're gonna say, "Who is this guy?"
Say the word
You have the-
Taleb. You're like, oh shit.
Think about it like this: you say Taleb, you go, "Great." We say Takashi, look at everyone's face. Oh no, exactly.
Whoa.
So
Please don't compare him to that, bro. Please
I
don't
like
do that.
I like Takashi.
marketing,
I like
genius.
6
Marketing
I have his
genius.
music
Hold on.
downloaded.
Fire guru.
The
I don't. Oh, snitch, blah blah. I don't care. He's
It's
popping.
hype music,
His
right?
Music's popping.
It's
So wait,
party
hold on,
music.
hold on.
It's
It's
hype.
not lyrically fire or whatever.
But it's amp.
Yes.
You support him.
I rock with his music too. I didn't listen to the
What
Nick
do you mean I
Minaj joint.
support him?
like you fuck with his music.
I fuck with 6ix9ine.
I
bro.
bumped him too,
Yeah?
man.
Yes,
It's it.
sir.
Y'all remember from earlier?
Yes,
episode?
sir.
Gummo
He doesn't care.
From 27.
He's jamming out. He's making music. He's out here making hits with Nicki. He's making numbers, bro.
It's just hype
so
music. You want
I
to
know-
get your energy turned up, you put 6ix9ine on.
Right.
I know he's been
That's
making music since we've been in quarantine.
Right.
Do you think if we were out of quarantine, he would get the same love at the club?
interesting.
Yes.
Do you think so? You can play
Yes,
a
sir.
six.
Do
I'm
you,
gonna tell you right now. Me personally, if I hear 6ix9ine at the club, I'm gonna be like,
I hear that, and there's drinks. I'm going in. I'm going.
Not all his songs.
no, this.
Not every song is a
I
club
just, I just
song.
can't support his.
Because I guess
Because he's a snitch. I get it.
He's a snitch, and
I get it.
bro, he needs to be canceled too in some ways, bro. Because like, yo, he
I don't think you can cancel
just-
him.
no, because he's a freaking
Listen,
troll, and that's the only thing I like about him.
When he starts talking on his interviews and stuff like that, I get it.
that. Yeah,
I get
don't
it. I
support
get
how.
it. Trust me, I get
No,
it.
yeah.
It's a little much.
I understand the whole thing why he did it and stuff. It's
But
just
when
like
it comes to the music,
Yeah, I guess you're like, because I don't affiliate a person's
bummed.
character with their music. I view it in two different categories. So
Okay.
you can be a snitch in that, but if your music makes me hype, your music makes me
you gotta
hype.
look at it in my perspective. It's like, what would people listen to? What would people jam out to? Are they
Yeah,
bumping
you got to
this?
be impartial about it.
Do they like it? Blah blah. Is it lyrical? No. Does
Nah.
he sound good and the beat is fire? Yes. So people are dancing. So yeah, I'm gonna play it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So I was gonna
I'm
ask you-
gonna
I be
play it.
going
I'm
in,
gonna
bro. I
test
hear
it out a
that.
couple
I be
times.
going
If
in.
it doesn't
you gonna
work,
see me getting hype.
I was gonna ask
if
you.
it doesn't work in the club, if people aren't dancing with it, then that song has to go. But I've
Yeah.
played a lot of 6ix9ine songs.
So what-
I was gonna say, do you have songs of his in your set?
to
definitely
test the
have
waters, he
songs
lets
in
out that scum gang,
and then you're like,
Yeah, but I never been in a club with 6ix9ine playing yet, man.
never. I've never either.
I'm missing
I
out,
don't
bro.
think he
'Cause I know
plays
that's gonna be
Miami
the
like that.
most
I think
hype.
You play him?
It's gonna be
Yeah,
the
I-
most
I-
hype
I don't think
moment,
in Miami
right?
he's like that.
When do you
Remember, in Miami we have a lot of bad
I
bunnies.
mean, right now we've been in quarantine, so like,
when,
that.
That's
when
true,
do you
that's
think
true.
that you're gonna play your first set at a club again? When do you think?
when they lift this
definitely
out
my
of the shit.
club. Definitely the lounge.
Oh, of course. You're gonna just
Yeah.
walk in and be like,
Yeah.
I own
Yeah,
it.
definitely,
So
definitely the club there.
Are you gonna
But-
Are you gonna wear your hazmat suit like that one video you
That
made in
was funny
Walmart?
as
Yeah,
shit.
we gotta talk about
That was
that.
funny as
But that was
I still
he
have
was
that.
the first to do.
Bro,
You seen
when
it?
I saw that shit,
he had
I
a
cracked
full
up.
hazmat,
Yo,
suit, like the
people were
spaceship
freaking
suits.
out, like,
walking
bro,
around
you-
Walmart. He was doing a dance in it too.
I would love it. I would love that.
In a
It
full
was
hazmat suit,
awesome.
But
like-
if
It was
that's what it takes
awesome.
for you to play a set,
This
do
was
it.
like back in what March, April on there, like
Yeah.
early in the
In the
quarantine.
beginning.
It was hilarious.
And guess what? Like you always have been ahead of your time. Shout out
Exactly. There you
So
go.
look,
There
there's
you
no
go.
way I'm getting COVID, bro.
Because no. Listen, I was gonna ask you. So
Shoot.
I wanted to take a quick little turn to this because we always talk a little bit about two things: a little Miami news, a little life news.
Let's go to live
So,
news.
let's do life news. So, as you know, Tory Lanez.
I want to think of that.
Yeah,
Good job.
So listen, Tory Lanez. I'm gonna fill you in. Do you know what happened? So
Go for it. Let's let everybody know what happened.
he was in a car. For those listening, Tory Lanez was in a car. He is 5'2". That's not part of the story.
He was
Wait.
previously he was leaving a banging pool party that he was on.
with Kylie and Megan.
Megan Thee Stallion and Kylie Jenner in the pool with them.
yes, a very high profile pool party.
A
Real quick,
very
this is a Friday,
beautiful
so-
moment that he must have had.
Yes, amazing moment. He
I'm
was
jealous.
leaving the car. There are rumors that he's dating.
altercation.
No one. Yes, he's dating. Who cares? Whatever. So he's going in the car, and something happens, And they are alleging TMZ. I'm sourcing TMZ for this. That Tory, there was gunplay involved, and Tory, when Meg was exiting the vehicle, shot a bullet. Now, no one. They were investigating. Police are investigating it as a not domestic, as a dispute against a man versus a woman. So he shot the gun in the car. Her legs or legs.
I'm hearing foot.
And she was still standing outside the car. We saw the video while bleeding.
Yes, and there's videos of them.
She's tough for that. I give her props.
When they are,
I can't do that.
I'd be like, you saw me with the cockroach. You know, you think I'm gonna you shoot me? I'm gonna, Anyways,
I'm burning the warehouse. Bro.
no, I'm done. But the thing is, he, there's a video out now because if there's a gun, obviously the police presence is like, it's like 3 stars in GTA. Like everyone has not. She released a statement talking about police and the way they handle women and how women are.
Oh no, they had.
Yeah, she was telling that other girl to like
on the
spread
side
her
of the
legs
street.
like a little too much.
She was like, they're like, get out of the car. Everyone does like the whole hands on the head thing. They all get on the floor. Okay, so that happens. What is your take? And are you? And this is tying into his music because when a big star gets into controversy like that, do you take their music out of your set? But first of all, what do you think about the situation?
Number one, I would not take their music out of my set because some songs have to be played.
Right.
Some songs are part of the set. They're part of the hype.
Tory's hype.
Yeah,
Do I
Tory
agree
hyped
with
himself.
violence? Never, and I would never, ever, ever agree with that.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's 2 sides to the story.
Yes,
And we haven't heard his
But
side.
We don't even know
whatever
a
it
clear
is,
side yet.
shooting to me is a no-no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is it? No, I'm sorry.
okay.
You're wrong for that. Whatever. I don't care. There is maybe somebody. I don't know. Maybe somebody else was in the car shooting the gun at him.
Right.
I just
You know what
wanna
I'm saying?
bro. I have questions.
Yeah.
But
Like, what
That-
was it over?
Violence against
bad.
women is never okay. though.
No, it's never
Never.
okay.
no, not against women. Violence in general is not okay. Never ever is it okay.
Right.
Did he shoot her over like leg space though? Like,
Was it leg space or maybe he
Hey,
wanted like a
you know
little
what-
something after.
Because look,
and it
you
just
know
didn't
what's
shut
funny?
out.
You know what's funny? I
Entertainment
bet
purposes, guys.
I
It's
bet
entertainment.
you They drop a song together.
You think so?
Oh, that would be the
I bet
number
you.
one. I'll hit number
Bro,
one.
I give it a year.
At least top 5.
I give it a year.
a year?
I give it a year.
I just
mean,
need to hear the
I
story.
wonder what
Because all
happened.
we have right now is Tory shot Meg. Meg for what? Like,
But it's like right before
and then
that
on
we
top
saw.
of that, now we have the whole thing where he's 5'3".
That's hilarious.
That's another thing.
That's
funny
Damn.
as
shit.
That
But-
can't be true, bro.
5'3".
5'3", 120, but
Yeah,
he's not
okay.
that small.
but-
He's fire.
Yeah, I mean,
He's fire.
Yeah.
Why'd you shoot her? No.
That's what I want to know. I'm like,
Why
That's
did
what I'm
you
saying.
snitch 6ix9ine? I don't know. I don't know.
interesting. That's a good.
You
He
know what I'm
did tell
saying?
us though.
He did tell us.
He did, but
did.
the thing with Tory is this: the dude was exponentially boosted his image in the quarantine.
Oh,
He had
Quarantine radio, bro.
Quarantine.
I mean, that's forever. He might even ink a deal on the show. So he's
I
reached
wanted him to do
new
that.
levels of clout, new levels of fame. So for him to just
Do that.
Go-
If it happened, because
if it
it's
happened
not confirmed
allegedly,
yet.
what prompted him to do that? And that's where I'm like trying to like,
We gotta wait.
yeah.
It's deeper than
it has
we
to be way
think.
deeper,
It
yeah,
is
man.
deeper. It has to be.
It has to be more than trying to get some play in it. Maybe.
Anyways, look.
No, man.
It was the
No.
legs. I'm telling you, it was the leg space.
I don't think it's that
He
hard.
got
for
the
It
him.
was a leg space.
He got the middle
What?
seat. He looked at Meg to the right. So he said, "Look, I need leg space." She looked at him and was like, "Bro, you're a child." And he just, bro, he
That's
got
what's
hot.
up. That's,
I'm
I mean,
a
that's
child.
not what's
I'm
up.
still a
I'll show you child. No, but look, the thing is, I don't know. We really don't know. But okay, so I'm going to turn to something else. Schools. I want to talk to you guys about this.
Schools cannot reopen. I don't condone it. If you believe in that, you're a dipshit.
School should not open.
You are definitely
not
not
open.
conscientious of. And people want to say things like, "Oh, well, the kids can, they need the profit off. They need to like benefit off of the education." Listen here, man. Listen here.
Here we go.
Like, it's not just about the kids, man. You got old people they're living with. You got even young people they're living with. Anybody can
Gary,
contract the
shout out
disease, man. Kids do not know how to sanitize themselves, especially elementary school. My son was an elementary school teacher. She do not want to go back. Hell no.
I'm a counselor. She
I
doesn't want to
blame
go
her
back
to
either.
not want to do that. Like,
Hey, where's the Canada Dry at?
Wait, where is it? Jeff.
Yes, there
I
we
was
go.
gonna
Read
ask you.
Canada
We needed
Dry
that.
like Jake.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
What
That's
is-
that's
what-
what I'm trying to move out to.
you
Six,
go.
You know, I don't know how long until you think that that we're gonna, I mean, I'm asking all of you guys really. How long do you guys think until we see Miami become Miami again?
late
while, bro.
late winter,
Okay.
early
winter?
2021. That's what I assume.
I think it should take as long as it should.
Yeah, because
It's messed up for my friends, people in the club industry. but
Right.
It's messed everybody up.
right.
Yeah.
It's a little much right now. Numbers are going up. You know, like
How's the situation in Haiti? How's that?
It is the same. Quarantine. There's a curfew at 12. Everything's shut down.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
you guys are an island though, so
I mean, I haven't opened the lounge. Like we haven't been able to.
Okay,
But now we're able to open. But we have a curfew at midnight.
but since it's an island, is it like better over there? Like it's more handled?
no,
No, it's like
I'd say it's the same around.
So COVID is still there and it's still doing its thing.
I haven't heard too many numbers, but there's definitely restrictions. And I mean, some people don't follow it, but
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I mean,
talking about restrictions, everybody make sure you know Broward and Miami-Dade County will be going into restrictions starting Saturday.
Yes.
You'll probably see this video Monday. So we'll
think-
be on it directly, I think, to August 1st.
yeah.
I don't know the times. I think it's
Definitely.
10 to what? 10 to 5 a.m.?
I'm trying to find it right now. so-
Regardless, we need to learn how to cope with it, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
we do.
Because, bro, we're talking about coronavirus. I mean, there's been so many viruses, bro. We've had
we weathered a lot of storms.
It's-
swine flu. We've had what is the
Zika.
other one? Zika. You know what I'm saying?
H1N1.
Like, there you go. Like
It's 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. By the way.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
we gotta cope with it.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Work around it.
I think.
I mean,
and
we
look,
don't respect it.
I want to ask all of you guys because we all obviously have come from very different. We have different jobs and different things. So, Smoke, you have said you are an introvert, so
Very.
you're used to being in quarantine. Now, I want to talk to you guys about this. Look,
It's too much. I'm going to keep it real with you.
quarantine. It's too much, but quarantine for me, like it hit me in waves. So for the first time in March, I was like, well, whatever, bro. It's gonna last a few weeks. We'll be, whatever. Then April happens, and I start going through this like mental, like
Start checking yourself like,
I'm like, who are you? And then May happens, and then I start to
you
like,
get stuck with your mom too. You start finding shit out like, damn, her favorite color is green.
yeah, it's too much. Bro. and then May happens, and I start to kind of like come into it a little bit. I start to accept it. June, I center myself spiritually, mentally, financially, and then now I'm okay. But how has it affected you, who's in the club every day, all
You
day?
were popping with the nightlife.
How does that? How do you go from I'm in the streets, I'm doing my thing, to
Now I'm back at home.
with the
Thank
quest?
God that I am a businessman.
Okay.
I'm an
Sir.
entrepreneur. That I can grind and I can pay my bills and I can live and I can eat. Thank God that I have that in me.
God.
Yes.
Because I will cope. I switch businesses. I'm out here selling lots of gloves and masks and connecting sellers with buyers.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
yes.
I be checking your store. I'm like,
You know what I'm
damn,
saying?
he's got Germex,
Yeah.
gloves,
You know what I'm saying?
masks.
Everything.
Now with Gary, bro, we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to switch
You
your
know
whole
what I'm saying?
business.
You have
the
to
whole-
learn
you have
to
to adapt.
cope with it. You have to adapt. You know what I'm saying? All the DJs are doing lives now. You know,
Are you doing
that's-
that?
I seen
I'm
you-
not doing lives.
I seen you do. You've gone live and you have mixed recently though.
I haven't. I did one live with.
I know you did one.
I did a Haitian live.
Okay.
So what these guys did is they did what would Haitian rap? What would it take for Haitian rap to take over?
Okay.
So I hopped on that, and that's what we did. We basically played Haitian rap music, and we spoke about what would it take for it to, diverse and take over the world. Like kind of like the Africans right now. Africans
Yeah.
are taking over right now.
Yeah.
They got the
Yeah.
Afro beats. They are taking over right now.
Yeah.
It's the vibe, bro. I'm
Th-
sorry.
that's something else. That and reggaeton are taking over right now.
Oh yeah. Shout out Bad Bunny, bro. I mean, he's
Shout out Bad
my
Bunny.
PR people, man. I'm Puerto Rican. My people.
The
Yeah,
UK,
Grime is
too.
taking over.
UK grime is
That is also an African.
no, that's what I was about to say.
Definitely.
That
Wow.
UK grime is very influenced heavy
Right.
in Pop Smoke,
Yes.
Favi, all those
Shout out
drill
Pop Smoke.
raps.
You know what?
Shout out
That's
Pop
true.
Smoke.
It's almost like a new Eastern version of
It's drill music.
drill.
But
I was
it's
gonna say
UK
that, like a
drill.
new drill.
Have you guys ever listened to UK drill?
Yes.
No.
It's interesting.
Well, actually,
Yes,
yes, kind of. But
very interesting.
but
It's
you know,
tough.
hey, listen. All I'm saying is Drake has been around lately. He's been in the DR. He's been aquí.
Bro, he's in the album.
He's shopping.
Aquí.
He's shopping
Aquí.
for. He's shopping for
He's been
accent
in
right now.
Turks. You see the
He's
plane?
done it before though.
Yeah, yeah. But he said in War, in the song War, which is a great song on Dark Lane. I don't listen to him. I mean, I do listen to him, but not like super, crazy. But
That's why I hate him
was
as an
that his
artist,
real
bro.
accent? Was that his real accent? Because
No,
he
you have
says
to-
that was my accent. I go,
You
I
have
don't
to
know.
understand that he's universal. Bro.
He is.
He can be Dominican one day.
Yeah.
He'll be Canadian the next
He's
day.
a product, bro.
Yeah.
A lot
He's
of
a
people say
full-
he's a
full
vulture
package.
culture, but
Marketed
no,
amazing.
he just knows how to work it. He
Yeah.
sees the wave coming and he profits off of it.
Makes
Gets
he
ahead of
uses
it.
advantage on it.
Like, yo, I can't hate him because, bro, it's not just the music, just the way he thinks of stuff
Yeah.
is perfect. Like, yo, he knows how to work shit. He knows what he's doing. Everything
Right.
is calculated. He doesn't just drop shit to drop shit.
Well, he was bored and he made the Tootsie Slide. A
the
TikTok,
whole music video in his crib during quarantine, just chilling.
a TikTok like the one of the biggest songs on TikTok.
Shout out to TikTok right now.
Has that helped you?
That
Has
is
that
a
helped you?
marketing platform.
It's Vine
right
on
now.
steroids.
Yeah,
It is taking over. Right
Has it? Have you seen your songs or anything with you on there?
I haven't really been hopping on the social media lately, because I've been working on a couple
Life?
things on the
Oh,
low.
okay,
I've
okay.
been working, of course. I've been grinding. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as music wise, I've stepped away from it. But as far as other artists, man, you need to hop on TikTok. If you're pushing a brand, you need to hop on TikTok.
Shout out Jerry.
You shop on. I know. These Americans are trying to shut down TikTok right now.
It's
Bro,
not
you
gonna
see
happen.
Yeah.
It's not gonna
That's
happen.
why it's-
I'm
yeah.
sorry, it's not gonna happen. You're too late. You should have hopped on that before.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You should have hopped on
true.
that before.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not personally. My thing is I'm more Twitter. That's my thing. Twitter, Instagram.
I'm more
hate
Instagram.
Twitter. I hate Twitter.
I'm
Just
Twitter.
I
Follow
hate Twitter
me.
because of what it's become now.
I hate
I
Twitter.
like
because
Twitter
of the
just for
drama.
the
I'm not
news.
drama.
Yeah, let me tell y'all, man. Twitter people, man, y'all gotta stop being so sensitive with
It's
everything.
not me,
man.
Jeff. It's not
No,
me.
not you,
I
man.
was
I'm just saying.
I'm like one of the
no,
most,
we're the
like-
older. We're the.
Yeah.
I guess the little.
We are the older
heads of
cats.
the
We are the older
generation.
cats now.
Since you do a lot of Twitter,
Yeah.
you've seen it, bro. Like, yo, you have to be so calculated with what you say. You
Oh,
got
oh,
it's ridiculous.
I
Be
even-
careful what you say.
And
dude.
shutting down entertainers that have built their brand way before these new kids on Twitter were
Right,
even
right.
alive.
I've seen
It's
entertainers get
ridiculous.
shut down and they don't even use Twitter.
For
They
things
just
that
have
they did
it.
in 2000,
You're just like, bro, what the
1999,
fuck?
and they're shutting down for that. Like, no.
My favorite thing on the note of Drake, people were discovering what sampling is. The younger kids who are like 16
Who the
were
fuck
like,
doesn't know about-
no, they go, Drake stole the beginning of Passion
That
Fruit from
pisses
this
me off.
DJ.
Oh
I
yeah,
go,
y'all kids wild for that.
I go,
and I
yo,
mean wild in
he's
an offensive
sampling.
way.
But it's funny because but Taleb, they want to cancel us by saying stuff like, "Oh, okay, boomer," or it's like, dude, we are the ones that are taking over now. Like, we can build. We don't have to.
But
no.
that's just because they don't know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Sampling has been there
Forever.
Since the
Since
80s,
since
90s.
the 80s, since the 60s.
You think about early
Actually,
rap, that's all
Biggie.
sampled.
Listen, did you know Biggie and Tupac's songs were sampled?
Right.
All from
From
crazy.
the 60s. And
60s,
if I
70s
look it up on my
Motown
laptop,
classics.
I will find you the real.
A lot of
songs,
Motown
the real-
classics of where
they're
rap
all-
came
they're all
from.
This is
sampled from
classic
songs.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the thing that made me
Hip
laugh.
hop is a sample.
Yeah,
It's
The
heavily
first
sampled.
hip hop beats was like classic disco beats and things
Yes,
that were
sir.
like remixed
Yes,
on
sir.
turntables,
Yes, sir.
and people
Yes,
rapped
sir.
on the beats.
Added some beats.
So the
drum
first
to
tracks
it.
of hip hop was all sampled for
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
new
It
the new
is.
young the newcomers
the
out
young
there.
cats, but
The
They
young
don't,
cats.
those are the people that don't follow music like that.
Right,
Those are the ones you smile at them like,
exactly.
I mean, it's
okay,
okay. They don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but
We're
what
educating
happens?
y'all.
But what happens when they listen to a Daft Punk song? Are they gonna have a stroke? They're gonna be like, "What is this?" I've heard
They
this
might.
before.
They might.
Because when they found out that the beat for "Stronger" from Kanye "Stronger" was it originally a Daft Punk song or was Daft
It had to
Punk's
be a Daft
version?
Punk
I mean-
song.
But was Daft Punk's a remix or was that the original? That's
You think
original.
so?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think Daft Punk had an original and then Kanye went on it.
No, Kanye does his stuff for yeah, because
Kanye's been an amazing
Kanye's been a
at
producer
sampling.
before being
Amazing.
a rapper.
Crazy as shit now, but an amazing producer.
Yeah, he's a little
Yeah,
wacky.
he's a little
wacky.
Wait, so hold on, wait, since we're talking about
he
that real quick,
stabilized a
Guys,
bit
he
now.
knows what he's doing.
He stabilized
Let me ask
himself
him, let me-
over the
He
last
knows what
few
he's
years.
doing.
Let me ask.
2
Let me
years.
ask then. Let me ask.
Okay.
2020, November.
Kanye
Y'all vote-
I know. I think he backed down from
Yeah,
that. I
I'd
saw that he backed
You're
down
doing it?
from
I'd
it.
vote for him.
You would vote for Kanye?
I'd vote for Kanye.
I think he backed down from it
What do you
because he
mean?
saw his
we,
name.
We vote for Trump.
No.
Well, no, we didn't.
They know we didn't.
Honestly, I've never voted and I never
Okay.
will because I don't want the government to know my opinion.
I'm an
Yeah,
independent.
hey,
I'm
smart
talking
man.
about
Smart man.
Smart man.
the majority of the people.
Miami
Voted for
Lakes.
Trump. And
Miami
the people out
Lakes.
there, for my personal opinion, like I'm not with the whole politics and all things like that. But I also don't really like bash people if their views are opposite of mine.
Right,
You
right,
know what
right.
I mean?
And look, I'm honest. I'm going to be honest with you. I am a very pretty progressive dude.
Yeah.
If we are a progressive podcast,
Yeah.
if you give me your opinion and it's not my opinion, I will not hit you with a combative argument. I will say, why is your opinion the way that it is? Let me see your points. And when you give it to me, and I've met Trump supporters, they give me their points, and I said, obviously, I'm not going to change a 50-year-old's 50, 60, 70 years.
you can't.
But
Sometimes you just gotta walk away.
But I said, I'm going to walk away, but I understand why you view, it's a wrong opinion, why you view the way you view the things.
That's why I
you
don't
do.
talk about politics.
Well,
with
yeah,
people.
I
Yeah.
can't get into politics because, you have Trump. I'm a businessman.
Exactly.
Somebody I've looked up to. I'm
Exactly.
like, damn, Trump, this and that.
Fucking it up
fire.
right now. But
He's a very intellectual businessman.
He's smart.
As a businessman,
He knows
he
how
got
to
that down
capitalize.
pat.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Trump
He is
Nobody
smart.
can knock him on that.
Right.
So
But-
as of everything that's happening right now, like I can't tell him what to do, but
Right.
I feel like there is a reason behind everything. I mean, honestly, presidents never make all the choices.
Exactly.
Right.
And to double down on what you just said, to spiral out of this political topic,
Yes,
since we're
thank
getting
you.
towards Mr. Taleb's surprise in a
Yes.
few minutes. I'm gonna say that, being all of us being young entrepreneurs on the come up and on the grind, I really don't think that it matters about who's in office to dictate how our lives are going to become and how much money we're going to make, because that's really in our hands. That's in our level of faith, and we're like in control of how we want to run our destiny.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
So,
Man.
Let's go. I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
With that being said, man, we got a surprise.
Very
I'm looking at the
special
time. We got a surprise.
Yes, we got a surprise.
Mr.
So let's spin
Taleb.
to our podcast.
All right.
A literal spin to our podcast. We've
As
never
you-
done this
Come
one
on.
yet.
he's gonna really have head spinning on this one.
Yeah, hey, I see what you did there.
Hey, yo, you guys are flying off with these puns. I like it.
Hey,
Very
listen,
nice.
man, it's crazy. It's crazy how the turntables. You know what I mean? How life
How the
goes.
tables turn?
No,
Oh.
how the turntables,
Oh,
man.
okay.
How the-
How the
Shout out
tables
to-
turn.
shout out to the office, bro.
Hey,
That
what?
was an office reference.
I
Anyways,
think we're giving
So-
them too much. No.
Without this being said, folks, we introduce to you DJ
DJ
Taleb
Taleb.
being in his natural habitat.
Yes.
And don't forget, man, hit the subscribe button, hit the 5-star rating on Apple, follow us on Spotify as well, subscribe on
Yes,
YouTube,
please.
and we love the people that have been subscribing lately, man.
Yo,
Hey,
again,
thank you guys. Keep those numbers running up, man. Love you guys.
Listen,
Yes,
I
yo,
want
man, love.
every one of my followers to go follow these guys right now. The Roots Miami.
Hey,
Go
At-
follow
follow-
them right now.
At
Respect.
Joni,
Respect.
Jonan is win. Jonan is win.
There you go.
At Jazz Royce, JAZZROYC.
Smoky Beats on Instagram.
Instagram, Twitter, everything.
Wumbo, what's yours?
Is that?
I'm just here to.
At
Wumbo,
JR
get your
underscore
JR
Wumbo.
underscore
Follow
Wumbo.
him.
Jonan is win.
And you
Follow.
already know DJ Taleb.
Let's do it.
Let's party, everybody stand up. Everybody put your hands up. Let's party. Everybody bounce with me. Some champagne and burn a little greenery. Let's party. Everybody stand up. Everybody put your hands up. Let's party. Everybody bounce with me. Some champagne and burn a little greenery. Let's party. Everybody stand up. Everybody put your hands up, let's party. Everybody bounce with me, some champagne and burn a little greenery. Let's party, everybody stand up. Everybody put your hands up, let's party. Everybody bounce with me, some champagne and burn a little greenery.
Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend a dinero. We party to the extremo, baby. Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend a dinero. We party to the extremo, 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 extremo.
DJ Taleb.
La música es testigo, ya la veo, mamacita. Louis Vuitton es su vestido, diamante. Le gusta cuando al oído yo le digo,
Mamacita, mamacita, qué bonita. Mamacita, mamacita, qué bonita.
Ella no le baja nunca tumba, siempre anda lista para la rumba. Dos amigas que le secundan, salen y gastan la funda. Le gusta sudarle el alcohol, sola la pasa mejor. Vestida de Christian Dior, siempre llega cuando sale el sol. Dame de lo que yo sé, una botella de rosé, que la chori tiene sed. Ese booty mami la rompe. Ella tiene algo que hace que a mí me guste. Ella tiene algo que hace que a mí me guste.
I'ma put you in the mix, put you in the mix, put you in the, put you in the, put you in the mix, 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 put you in the mix.
Come on, girl, I'm trying to get your pussy wet. Work that, let me see your drip sweat. Come on, girl, I'm trying to get your pussy wet. Work that, let me see your drip sweat. Don't play with it now. 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 Don't play with it now.
avioneta, andamos ruleta en una camioneta, recogimos la vaina que llegó la avioneta. Coronao, 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 nao, nao, coronao, 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 nao, nao, coronao, 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 nao, nao, coronao, 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 nao, nao.
Coronao, coronao, se lo meto por del lado. Yeah, she fucking for the clout, bust a nut in her mouth, then I'm out, out, out. 50 hoes down south, now don't eat out. Malibu beach house, no doozy, no pussy, she bad and she bougie. I love me a groupie, I swam in a Gucci. In her mouth, in her mouth, in her mouth, mouth, mouth. Bust a nut one time, then I'm out, 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 out. AK-47 make a nigga do bachata. Eating quesadilla, fucking on his baby mama. Ran out of drugs, flew the plug out from Uganda. Street nigga, I bust his head for $40. Street nigga, I fuck a bitch in no condo. Hot boy, yeah, I'm real hot like a sauna. Coronao, 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 now, now, coronao, coronao, coronao.
Qué calor, que ca. En la discoteca, qué calor. Y acá, para la muñeca, por favor. Que ca. En la discoteca, qué calor. Y acá, para la muñeca, por esa favor. Rubia no me entiende si yo le hablo en español. Pero se aprendió la canción a la perfección. Por mi patria, por mi nación, ninguna discriminación. Aquí no hay raza ni religión, bailalo por obligación. Qué calor, qué calor, qué calor, qué calor. En la discoteca, qué calor.
Tú y yo en la playa. La arena. DJ Taleb. DJ Taleb.
Flip, flip, one.
DJ Taleb in the mix.
Don't make a sound.
DJ Taleb.
Don't make a sound. Run up in your house like I'm commando. Don't make a, 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 don't make a sound. Don't make a, 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 don't make a.
Spin that shit. It's 1,000. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Shit, you coming? Spin the check and get it right back. Money machine that work. Spin the check and get it right back. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. You gonna spin that shit. Spin that shit. Run that back turbo. Spin that shit. You gonna die with it. Spin the check and get it right back. You gonna run it right back. Spin the check and get it right back.
Out on my wrist, counting and spinning. Mad at the coupe, mine with no tenant. Chop out the top, hit it the limits. I got some cash, I wanna spend it. New paper tag, didn't wanna rent it. Too many fads, too many bitches. Roll my slime, get in my lizard. Ready to slide, you get slick. Hey, we ain't got ties, you ain't gon' ride. You my slime, you my slime. Young gon' go, I'm my prime. Hey, so I did the game telling you lies. So you come to business on hell in mine. Yeah, I'm king face, better my time. Hey. Baby,
welcome to the party. I'm off the Midas and the lean, that's why I'm moving retarded. That's why I'm moving retarded? Baby, welcome to the party. I hit the boy up and then I go skating a Rari. Baby, welcome to the party. Bitch, I'm a thot, get me lit. Gun on my hip, 1.5. Set in the clip. Baby, don't trip. Just lower your tone. Cause you could get hit, don't let that hit in my system. I get your body, next day I forget it. Nigga try just go to body. And this one again, nigga, I was just with her.
Make it out west, slang it out west. Go metallic knife, I can shake it out west. I just put a drum on a no-kill tick. I just put my cum in a pussy and it's wet. I used to jump out the back of
chef, chef. Living my trip, living my trip, living my trip.
DJ Taleb. Okay, tick, talk out of my wrist. Watch, I keep a stick. I keep a beat. Glock, you can hear it. After my miss, shots, I keep a stick. I tell her kick, rocks. Okay, kick, rocks, let's go trick. Drop after my kiss. You making shit. How you think I'm dumb? I ain't no kid. Thought you was in love. You ain't my bitch. Nah, she on my
Been over, then I murder. Pop gunner if you want you a burger. Oh, baby, you be lying in your verses. I be here and say you buying them purses. I can't even lie, you ain't my type. You ain't even know that fine in person. I can guarantee you if you my kind, she got every bag you can imagine. Big house, I can really be bragging. 100,000 in my mouth like what's happening. Not the big cheap tea that's embarrassing. He ain't me, you can keep the comparison. My bitch probably one of the baddest. Good girl, turn into a savage. This bitch gotta follow me traffic. This can't do it, follow me traffic.